Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Buffalo Bills.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Has his man, it's Shakir. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Now Allen. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Allen taking it himself. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Bills take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line. They had some distance to go.
They certainly did, and, a lot of people might say that's fly by the seat of your pants type of coaching, but it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Oh, good move. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
This one complete to Yoshibas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From midfield now, Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
First down, Cincinnati.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Bengals.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Yoshibas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now it's Burrow. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go and put in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
And that gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Brown once more, and he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Gesicki from 3 yards out. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. No surprise there, third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the gun, it's Allen. It's caught left side by Cooks. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll lead here to a third down. Throwing now is Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is Charlie Jones. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again. And they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play as it takes us to the end of the first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
It may look routine when you see the finished product, but what a nice job of concentration there. Catching the football on that route and then taking it a nice distance. A great example for an offensive throwing short and running long.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now Allen off the bootleg.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Allen to throw it.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see the speed there of Daxton Hill reaching him before he could get back to the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
And he is going to have the Bills first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. To throw, it's Allen. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Back to the ground, Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Tackled on the play by Miles Murphy.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
To the air, Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Allen going to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Allen again. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Prater on to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Joe Burrow and the Bengals set to go back on offense. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well, no one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Burrow looking to pass. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Gesicki hauling in the quick throw. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Burrow will throw. It's complete to Brown, right side.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll give this up the middle to Brown.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. This second and 4. Allen to throw once more. That's completed right side to Palmer. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a second and 5. Throwing now is Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Palmer. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these 2 have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
In motion goes the tight end. Allen now looks to throw. This to the tight end, Kincaid. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
The 7-yard line. The 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7.
And again, it's Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Brandon Cooks, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
And this is where coaches sometimes fall into different camps. Your guy just fumbled. It led to a touchdown. Do you stay with him or do you put him in the doghouse? This is definitely a show of confidence here as he's right back out there and carrying the ball again.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Now it's Burrow. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now it's Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
This is Brown going up the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
This one complete to Yoshibas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hudson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. An inside give, Brown. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Burrow. And it is caught. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
McPherson now for the extra point.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Try to get that pass to Khalil Shakir.
And it's second down. Here's Allen to throw it.
Cooks on the quick slant.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw, it's Allen.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
At the Bengals' 18-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Up the middle, it's Cook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook,
14 yards.
And the Bills have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Prater for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, the ball never hits the ground there either.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Here's Burrow. Good footwork at the 30. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Brown. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Running right, here's Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's Larry Ogunjobi powering through to end that play before it could get started. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, a give to Brown. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Andre Yoshivas, 49 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
McPherson on for the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Here's Cook again. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Able to fight through one tackle. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That third down conversion good for 23.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Burrow looking to pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's a give to Brown. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Burrow will throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. Up to the 20.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 8. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So he stopped for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now he fires deep for Shakir. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Here's Jones.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They go play action with Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They give it to Brown. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and 5. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. This complete to Jones. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. McPherson's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now Allen. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Now Allen. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Brings up 3rd down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Here's Allen. Into the hands of Cooks. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Cook up the gut. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Allen. Wrist to the tight end, Kincaid. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run and play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 1st down. Throwing, Allen. It's caught left side by Cooks. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now they can only stop it once more. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Here we go. 1st and goal. To throw is Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Burrow. And that's complete to Brown. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Burrow. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
to throw, Burrow. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
Here's 1st and 10. A final shot now for Burrow. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.